What it
Whoa,
do?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Man, it is Bayou Classic
Ah,
Week.
yes,
We,
sir.
I have two jukes on here with me, and we
You
Cause
probably
heard me?
the university defenders of the
Defenders of the
golden
gold
blue.
and blue.
this is a fun time for y'all jukes. I guess y'all get to beat up on Grambling per the usual in the
We
Bayou
do.
Classic. But look, I don't even want to really hold us. Like we got a big show today, fellas. A lot planned out for everybody.
Hey,
I'm just ready to,
before
huh?
you go on, hey, before you, I know what you're about to do. Before you say that, want y'all share this because we want to get a lot of information out tonight. Share this live tonight. Share it on
Yes,
all
sir. Yes, sir.
platforms. Share it
What's
tonight.
good, Frat?
Like it, like it. Get everybody on here. If you want some information about the Bayou Classic tonight, you need to know what's going on the whole day Saturday. So make sure y'all share it. Tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your brother, your sister, auntie, uncle, cousin, everybody. Tell them, oh, it's Classic Week.
Sure will.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say this, man. Look, ain't no fucking feeling in the world like coming out of that fucking tunnel for Bayou Classic when the whole fucking crowd is like, and you ew, like that feeling is like no other, dog.
What's up,
It's
D?
classic week, man. It's classic week.
I don't know that feeling, but hey, that's like going to a fight that like everybody know you're gonna win. So
Yeah, yeah.
I probably wouldn't be as hype going to a fight that everybody know you're gonna win.
Oh, hey, that's
You
because
know,
you ain't
all the
never.
lights out, they
Yeah, bro.
screaming, you know, jump,
Virgo,
jump, 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 jump,
I
jump,
think
jump,
your
jump.
biggest moment
Oh my god, that shit.
was marching in that Pam Am with Clark. I,
No, that's not my biggest moment. But
It's about to be real.
it's about to be real this weekend. And hey, y'all might even see Burger pop out at the Bayou Classic Battle of the Bands. We don't know.
We don't
So
know.
listen, first up, y'all already know we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna let the Southern people introduce this man because he's the voice of the band. So why don't y'all go ahead and introduce y'all people?
I mean, the mic
you
check is
notice,
how he come up. This is how he
you
how
notice the
he
rock.
bring us out. You dig? Let's bring on Mr. B. Dale, Coach B. Dale. Look, Mr. B. Dale been and he's my coach in high school. And I always said I wanted to be just like Coach B. Dale. You dig? My thing that nobody knows is when Coach B. Dale, and I'm gonna call him Coach because that's what I first started calling him. When he retired as the voice of the band, I'm stepping in. It's
Hey, bro.
already my job. No
You
interview,
just
no
stepping in
nothing.
the
So
name of love.
I'm stepping in. So none other than
no,
Mr. Darren Beadle, the voice
show
of the
him
human
some love.
jukebox.
Show
What's
him
up,
some
gentlemen? How
love.
y'all doing, man?
What's up,
What's
Coach?
going on? What's
Be
going on?
there.
What's up, man? It's a pleasure, guys. I always hear about
Yeah,
this kind of stuff, but you know,
yeah.
it's a pleasure to be a part of this thing, man. I appreciate you guys.
We
Yes, sir. Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
coming
Well,
on.
first
We
off, thank you for
appreciate
coming
you coming
on,
on.
man. I know it was kind of we talked about it before, but
Right,
it was kind of short notice to get you back on here tonight. But it's definitely a pleasure to get you on here tonight, man.
man. I appreciate you guys, man. What's
Yep,
going
yep.
on, bro?
Hey, look, man, we just want to, it's Bayou Classic Week.
Yep.
You've been doing this for a very long time. We just want to kind of pick your brain on, the voice of the human jukebox, and then what goes into this, with the behind the scenes and stuff like this. So we want to ask a few questions. We don't want to hold you too long, but just to get some of
All
your
good.
insight on how this
What is
goes.
the preparation for the Bayou Classic? What is that like for you?
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I've been it's crazy because I've been affiliated with Southern Band since 1988, man. And in all actuality, I never left the band. You know, and it's all good. It's the preparation, man. It's tedious. Uh, it's hard work. It's a lot of hard work. You know, when people think about your class, they think you're having a blast, you're having a good time, you're having fun. But it's hard on the directors and also on the students because Friday night just begin the pageantry. And then we're up early Saturday morning for a sound check with NBC or whoever's going to host the game. So it's ongoing, man. It's work. Everybody think it's fun. You having a lot of fun, and it's pleasurable. But it's fun in its spurts. But at the end of the day, it's still work for the human jukebox.
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear.
I keep calling you coach because that's what.
Hey, my brother, you can call me coach as long as you want to. That's where you first met me at. So I'm gonna be coach to you all the time. No problem.
All right, cool. Well, cool. Look, how did the voice of the human jukebox come along to you? How did that start?
Man, when you stand on the shoulders of giants, man, like when I was in the band, it was Roy Johnson. The guy that was right after Roy, but you had Larry Horton. You had Henry Lee, was the guy who I succeeded, my predecessor, man. Actually, guys, I tell a story, and there's an article written about that. I didn't even want to do this. This was not even what I wanted to do. It was thrust upon me, man. I'm gonna tell you, it was influential in that. You had Lawrence Jackson and Cornell Knight. In all actuality, Henry Lee, what happened was Henry Lee took a job. Henry Lee was a pastor. So he eventually got a church in California. So they did a search. They were looking for a guy to do the voice at halftime. And, I was in grad school. Actually, I was a graduate assistant. I was in grad school working on my master's. And I was working on a master's in mass communications. So we in a staff meeting, Cornell Knight and Lawrence Jackson told Dr. Isaac Greggs, man, B-Dell can do that. Doc, if you ever met Dr. Greggs and you ever knew who Dr. Greggs was on the spot, he said, let me hear it. So I was like, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Doc said, no, you sound like a monotone. He said, man, you can't do this for my band. So eventually, they looked for some other people. And actually, the Cornell Knight and Lawrence Jackson really didn't want any outsiders on the staff, because if you look at Southern staff, throughout the end of time, everybody that's worked on that staff was a graduate of Southern University.
Yes, sir.
So not anybody dons that S and those scrambled eggs on their arms and all that kind of stuff. So eventually I did it, man. I did it with fidelity. And after that, man, it's 27 years later. That's where the voice comes from. But listen to me. This is not what I wanted to do with Southern Band.
Man, I was talking about, and I could take up the time, but I was talking about that moment that every juke field, Bayou Classic, the crowd going crazy, and you hear that mic check one.
Yeah.
That feeling is unlike no other, and it starts with you. I mean, so that's big, man. I'm gonna let the other fellas ask some questions, because I can go on and on and on with the questions.
Hey, B-Dell.
What's up, my man? What's up, my brother?
How you doing, B-Dell?
I'm good, fam. You all right?
I'm good, man.
Good.
You say you've been doing this 30 years. What is your most memorable moment?
It's been 27 as the announcer, man. But God, I don't know exactly what would be my most memorable moment, man. Because after, I've done the Rose Bowl, I've done Senior Bowls, done different things like that, man. But to pull a rabbit out, I had to say my most memorable. John, I can't say what is my most memorable, because all of them are different, man. And people think it's on automatic pilot, but I still get nervous. Sometimes I fumble. A lot of people don't know I fumble unless you know exactly what I'm doing. But it's nerve. I still get the nerves like it was the first day, And I could tell. But what is good about this, John, is I could tell from the first day I started until now. It's a totally different guy, man. The nerves were always there. But even right now, before a show, I have to go to the restroom and try to get that nervousness out.
I never think you'll be nervous still.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
I kind of caught him in the moment, Johnny. Like it was homecoming. And he was sitting in the band hall by the room. And he keep asking what the halftime play is. And I noticed, like, man, you not kind of nervous or what?
Bro, that's a lot of pressure, bro. That's a lot of people at them games, bro.
And everybody's listening, man. I promise you. Everybody's listening. But it's work, man. It's work, but it's fun. It's fun. But you get a lot of people that critique. They don't think I change it up sometimes. They think I say the same thing every day, all the time. But it's not.
Because most definitely don't say the same thing. People just
not all the time. Not all the time, because sometimes it means showtime. Sometimes it means
So,
excitement.
look. We got you on here, and we didn't even do our normal introduction to the show because we didn't tell you to give your band facts to the people on here who don't know you. That's what we do on Crucial Conflict. We like everybody to give their band facts. We know you the voice behind the greatest thing on this earth, but we want to know your band facts. For those that don't know.
Like what? Band facts is relates to what?
When you first started feeling the urge to do music up until Southern University.
It started at Nicole, man. I went to Nicole and it was a traditional 7th, 8th, 9th grade school. It was a traditional middle school. Matter of fact, the band director at that time was a lady named Miss Fanica. And if the name Fanica if it sounds familiar, her son was Alan Fanica, the football player for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes.
Wow.
So I remember seeing Alan when he was a little boy running around in the car's band room. Then, man, I was fortunate enough to march under the direction of Augustus T. Walker. Now he was a FAMU graduate at O'Para Walker. He was a FAMU graduate, man. I think I broke his heart because I auditioned, man, for the McDonald's All-American Band, who at that time was ran by Dr. Foster, who was the director of Florida A&M. So I auditioned, man. I did all that, man. So I kind of think he thought I was pointing towards Florida A&M, but there was never any doubt in my mind that I was going to go to Southern University. My dad marched in Southern Band. My uncle marched in Southern Band. So I've been familiar with Southern Band all my life. If you know anything about the Human Jukebox or the Funk Factory, there's a cadence named Joe Friday. That kid is named after my dad. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. And
wow.
So what year were you a crab in the band?
1988.
So you know Squally.
My dog, John McDonough.
Yeah, okay. You can't tell Squally that his crab class and his bands he marched in that Southern wasn't the greatest.
You better believe it. You better believe it. We got a slogan we call No Skate 88. You better believe it.
And they let you know every time too.
That's right.
Oh man, he remind me every single day.
Yeah, man. And I tell you what, man, we remained a close knit group, man. I'm telling you, we have guys that came from California, Detroit, Memphis, Arkansas, all over the place, man. And we got a group chat. We hang out. You know, it's not a time that we don't get together, man. You know,
B-Dale.
We gonna stay young forever.
B-Dale, you felt pressure going to Southern, knowing your daddy had like that legacy?
Yeah, well, you know, Johnny, the thing about that situation is, man, I always it was huge. And that's it was a lot. The shoe was humongous to feel, man. But you know, I went in with an open mind. And the open mind was I got to put my own footprint in the sand. You know what I'm saying? It was huge, man. Everybody knew who I was before I even got there. Doc was elated. He said, he said, it's time for me to get out of this thing. I said, why, Doc? Now I got second generation. So he saw me as a crab and my dad as a crab, which was phenomenal, man. It was awesome, bro. You know, it was work. It was hard, but I had to do my own thing, man.
Shit, that would have saw 3 generations.
The crazy part about you, like I heard a lot about you, but then my first time ever seeing you.
Really?
I've heard I've heard Squally talk about you, fellas on the show talk about you, people around the city, but I didn't know what you would look like. So I'm happy that you actually did come on. So now I know what you look like.
I'm humble, man. I don't put it out there like, you know, everybody out, but I remain humble the whole way. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing about that is you're a good person, and people, when you're a good person, people speak for you. You ain't really got to do it for yourself. So that's what I really was getting at.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, you ever put an end date to this?
Somebody said you hazed them. Call the police.
Javon,
Doctor,
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
I tell you what, if I supposedly haze you, because I've never seen hazing go on anywhere at Southern University Martin.
Me either.
If that allegation is out there, the statute of limitations is up. I've never hazed.
So somebody said, so you are 89 posse member. Wow.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what it is actually. There was a Doc put it. We called it the 48 posse.
Right.
We played TSU one year. We was having some conflict with some financial situations with the band, and we put 48 people on that field. We called that the 48 posse. Phenomenal. Dr. Grant.
You gotta have guts to do that, man.
We got another question. Somebody asked, how does it feel to announce in Tiger Stadium? That had to be like crazy.
Well, it was crazy because actually that sound system is impeccable, man. You it's like it's like surround sound. If you've never been in Tiger Stadium, then it's so loud, man. For that drum major to been back, man. When after my man did his thing, that sound, man, because they've never seen anything like that in Tiger Stadium.
Right.
I was coming out that they were saying, how can we get y'all back? We've never seen anything like that. How could Tiger Band follow up through after that? It was great, man. It was great.
That probably would have been like, because like watching it on TV and YouTube, you probably don't get that same effect. But what I got from watching most of the videos was crazy. Like you could feel the energy through the computer. Like you like, damn. Especially when their band was in the end zone and y'all were playing like right before they went on the field or whatever that was.
Yeah.
They were like jamming. They were like, we never heard nothing like this before.
Yeah. And you know what? I was thinking that when somebody asked my most memorable, man, I'm gonna tell you what was one of my greatest times with Southern Band, man. We did an alumni band, and I had a chance to march on the side of my dad, man. That was crazy. It was wicked, man. I'm telling you, it's those things that I remember as it relates to Southern University marching band. Also the camaraderie, knowing the guys. Man, there's not a city I can't go into and not have somebody to hang out with or call somebody. We hang out, man. These are the things that you cherish as a member of Southern University marching band, because not only do you stand on the shoulder of giants, these are the best men of your weddings. These are the godfather of your children. It's just things that memories you constantly build memories with these guys that you call your crab brothers. That's the awesome part about it, man.
It's such a great place.
Yeah.
Nothing like
how do you go about, and I think this could probably be our last. We don't want to keep it too long. How do you start to distinguish each drum major? You get a new drum every once in a while. You have a new slogan for every one of them.
That's a good question.
What goes into that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't give them their names. I done heard Silky Slim, Too Cold. Now we got the Mirage. Those names. What happens is, man, they bring me those names. They run it by Cad Taylor first. Cad got to approve. Whoever the band director is has to approve those names. And when they see me, they give me that name. I call them what they want to be called. That's how the names come up.
You make it sound smooth.
You make it sound like that's you just giving it to us on the mic. Like, man, this man the truth here.
Big you have a favorite drum major?
No, man. No.
Do you have a favorite song? From any year. It could be any year. Do you have a song from any year that is gonna live rent free in your head forever?
Yeah.
Speaking of that drum major, this drum major now is cold as he cold.
Yes, he is. He the truth.
Bad boy, man. You know what? I by me getting to know these drum majors and find out who they are, man. Some people might call them arrogant. Some people might call them other things. Sometimes you got to know what you know. Arrogance, and some people say they boast in it, but man, these guys are the most humble people in the world. I'm telling you, they're humble, man, and to get to know them. The people say all kind of stuff about them that relates to arrogance and they uppity and all that kind. Man, these guys cool. But I tell you, one of the favorite songs, man, when I was a freshman, but I just got to go back. We played a tune called "Jamming in Manhattan."
Man, you sound like Squally. You just took me all like this dude, Squally. Boy, if you would hear the story, oh my God, go ahead, man. You just threw me for a loop with that. That's how I knew you and him got to be crab brothers.
That's my boy, man.
Man, this
somebody said Teddy Jam. Teddy Jam was a bad boy too.
You be trying to pull them VCH tapes up for me to see them on YouTube. I be like, Squally, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, I seen a tape of Southern playing Teddy Jam in Mumford Stadium was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That was whole.
It was. The whole crowd was freaking out. He like, what's another song?
He was all doing the butt.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. We had some good times, bro. I'm telling you. I wouldn't trade anything. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, man. Those experiences, you know what I'm saying? Coming from New Orleans, man, I may not have gotten out of the state of Louisiana had it not been for Southern Band, man. That's why I attribute a lot of my things, a lot of the stuff that I've seen. I attribute to Southern Band, man.
Facts. Well, hey, fellas, y'all got any other questions?
I just want to say one more thing.
What you say, Johnny?
And Bedell is also an educator.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's giving back to the youth of the city of New Orleans, and he has saved a lot of young men, young ladies out here in the streets. So we know him as the voice of Southern University, but he is much more than a voice. He is also a leader. He's a community leader. He's a mentor. He's a coach. You know what I'm saying? He has saved a lot of young men and young ladies off the streets of New Orleans. So I just wanted to say that too.
Johnny, I appreciate it, man. And I know coming from the city of New Orleans, man, this city hard on a young black man as it is, you know. So to try to change lives, man, I just try to stay positive. Try to make sure that they understand the dynamics and always, you know, people don't know my whole story, but I don't usually tell it. But coming from some of the neighborhoods, they got to know that they past cannot predict their future. So whatever rut you in right now, that's not to be your rut the rest of your life, man. Follow your dreams.
Right.
I'm gonna
follow that dream, and I'm gonna be the voice of the human jukebox.
You got it, baby.
Somebody said, "Who was your best friend?" Somebody
you ever be the announcer for another school if the opportunity presented itself?
No, they don't have enough.
No amount of money.
They don't have enough money in the mint for me to do anything for anybody else. It's always mic check one.
Mic check one.
Terrence Bradstreet said he already knew you his favorite craft, so you don't even have the answer.
Look, the
Bradstreet, LB Landry, that's my dog.
Across the river, folks in the comments deep right now.
Hey man, you gotta know it. You gotta know it. Man, it's definitely. Hey man, I'm enjoying this. It's definitely been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on, man.
The folks in the comments said they want to hear an intro.
What?
Hey, Darrell trying to practice too. Slick style.
Darrell trying to steal your job, and you don't even understand this.
Watch this. Darrell said, "Mic check one."
Mic check one.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, I tell you what, guys. This is something Isaac Greg would say. The greatest form of flattery is imitation.
What? Go ahead. Right at you, Darrell. Right at you.
I love it. Good deal, man. Anything else, guys?
Nah, man, we're gonna let you go ahead and win, man. We appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks a bunch. Y'all have a good night, man.
You too, man. Enjoy. Hey, real talk. Like, I had never met him before, right? So, like, actually, it was my first time meeting dude. He looked like a real genuine person. Like, most of y'all Southern niggas don't be genuine. That's a genuine. I'm not talking about my people. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but that's a real genuine man, bro. Real talk.
Oh,
yeah. Look, that's one of the reasons I wanted to get him on because he real cool. Just from just pop him and come on the show. Let's show you how dope he is.
I say, bro, hold up, dog.
What?
Throw the shot, and it went way past your head, way past your head. That boy said everybody for Southern ain't genuine. He ain't talking about his people, but everybody ain't genuine. This dude is to be watched.
But am I lying, bro? That's probably the most genuine dude. Like literally, like you could his whole aurora. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Dude just got a real chill swag about him, and I fuck with that.
Hey, bro, I never heard Bedell ever raise his voice or nothing. Ever.
Yeah, that's a dude that'll kill somebody.
I
would never make him mad.
He was a high school teacher where I was, so I heard him raise his voice one time. Matter of fact,
he probably was telling you.
One time Rollins was out doing something, and Bedell came in to be the substitute band teacher. And he came in there and went the fuck off on us because we was in there playing some bullshit. He said, "I ain't gotta hear this shit." He said, I go up to 7 and I hear goodness, and y'all up here playing that bullshit. And he walked off.
Hey, bro. Let's go. We got 2 more guests that's about to come on.
Like right here.
Is that the 2 guests are? That is Lil Rollins and Dr. William Irvin.
Irvin. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What's going on, fellas? What's up? What's
What's
up?
going on, man? How y'all doing?
What's up, Burger? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Johnny, how the heck did you get home so quick, bro?
He got a jet. He rich.
Hey, bro.
Johnny got police escort and everything, man.
All the way through the east.
I went to Franklin and hit the interstate.
Yeah.
Hey,
So what's up, man? What's up, Dr. Irv?
Like we asked
What's going on, man?
We asked all of our guests that come on here. And look, we can ask y'all this, and y'all can take up the whole show because y'all got band facts for band facts after band facts. 2 great individuals. I want Dr. Irvin to go first. Tell us your band facts, where you started, how you got where you at, if you don't mind.
Man, okay. Well, here we go. Band facts. I actually started my first college experience would have been while with the Morris Brown Marching with Marines. I was in the group that went to the Rose Bowl parade with them, and then of course I went to Clark Atlanta University where I got my bachelor's in music. After Clark Atlanta, I went and I was the first graduate assistant director at Mississippi Valley back in the day. I was Torregano's assistant back then, and I got my master's at Mississippi Valley. And I've been a high school band director, man, for quite some time. And I was also the band director at Mississippi Delta Community College, the first Black band director they ever had, and turned it to show style or traditional style. And Eddie Buzz was after me. Eddie was also in the Morris Brown band as well. But yeah, man, we been around for a while. I was a band director at Mays High School in Atlanta, Georgia, and the great Baker High School in Baker, Louisiana. My last 6.5 years as a high school band director was there before I took the reins as the Southeast Educational Support Manager for Con Selmer and director of the HBCU collective that we started to highlight the history between Con Selmer and HBCUs. You know, we've got a lot of HBCUs that play Con Selmer stuff, including the 2 schools that are playing for the Bayou Classic. So we look forward to helping those 2 schools further, and also what we're doing with this event that we got the morning before the Bayou Classic. So I know we're gonna get into that a little later.
Say, bro, I told you.
Jesus Christ, he could anything else.
You know the band fact about to be long. They said, "Well, shoot, let me start."
And I think that was the short version.
Where do I start? And then we got a little here, man.
And you want me to go? And you want me to go after him? Johnny always trying to set me up, bro.
No,
Lo, you the reason I'm here. You the reason I'm here.
I know. Yeah, Lawrence, Low Rollins, man. You know, I've been on the show before. Been a music teacher for over 25 years. Currently, I'm at Lake Forest Charter Elementary, which is a lot of people don't know, one of the best elementary schools in the state of Louisiana academically. No marching band, just band classes, concert band. I'm happy to be there. I don't want to go anywhere else. And I'm also the artistic director for the Roots of Music. I was Roots' first band director when we started in 07, 08, and I've gotten back in June as artistic director. And I have the pleasure to, I got to say this, when Derek asked me to come and take the job, I told him I need one person with me. And he said, who? I said, Bell. Bell was one of our first students. He was the poster child for the whole greater city. We all know him in the all-star band community. He's a phenomenal arranger, and he's gonna be a great band director. So now he is our band director at Roots, and I just want to give applause to Bell for sticking in with it, and learning. He's coachable. So yeah, man, and that's it with me. Human Jukebox, Fall 90, Kappa Psi, Spring 91. That's about it.
Oh man, I forgot we didn't talk about. I ain't talking about that, man. Shoot. I'm glad you brought up Psi. I'm honorary Kappa Psi from IT chapter Clark Atlanta University, and I'm also I guess you could say an OG with the charter line for Phi Me Alpha for Omicron Kappa chapter at Clark Atlanta as well.
Look, we call them the musicians. Phi Me Alpha the musicians.
Yeah, I got musician side and the band head side. I got both of them, baby.
Oh, Lawrence, Mr. Lowe, where's that school located? Lake Forest? Where's that school located?
We on Lake Forest Boulevard in between Reed and Bullock.
Is
Beautiful
that
location.
where
Right
part?
around the
He
corner.
was
Right
trying to
around the
get you
corner
to
from
say
you.
it's in the East, Lo. He was trying to get you to say it's in the East. That's what he trying to get you to say.
Look. Oh yeah, man. Right around the corner from Johnny, man.
Yeah.
Right
So
around. I'm talking about a minute drive.
we have good things going on in New Orleans East. That is a
Oh,
bright.
they do.
So let's get into the discussion. Hey man, we first and foremost we thank y'all for coming on this show. We thank y'all for choosing our show, to tell the audience what is going to happen Saturday. So basically, what is going to happen Saturday?
Yes, we would inquiring minds want to know.
Oh man.
So let me tell you. So originally, of course, there's a parade Saturday morning. Starts for 9 a.m., not 9:30. 9 a.m. sharp. Okay, the parade starts from 9 a.m. sharp from Elizabeth Fields and Esplanade by the split by the Mint, the market, French Market, where it normally starts, and it's going to end by the right there on Porges and Loyola. But right after that, starting at 11 a.m. sharp, we have a high school battle of bands. All right, 6 bands. I can tell you the bands right now.
not just any 6 bands, bro.
Not just any 6 bands. No, it was strategically placed. And you saying that, and you're gonna get me in trouble because now I'm about to talk. But anyway, we'll get to that later. So the 6 bands are in no particular order: St. Augustine, Landry, Edna Carr, McDonald 35, George Washington Carver, and the
Jesus Christ.
And the Beach from the East, Abramson Side Academy.
Man, this about to be Jesus Christ. I don't think
y'all about to go down.
It's about to go down.
So listen, let me tell you what's going on. Right, the overall vision at first was to replicate Friday night's battle bands outside in Champion Square with high school bands. Originally, we had 2 bands at a time going at it on the stairs of Champion Square, facing you see the dome in the back. So it would have been beautiful picture and everything. But the powers that be came by later on and said, there's some egress problems going on. We cannot have the bands on those stairs like that because fans are going to be all over the place. I didn't know that Fan Fest was that big. I've never gone to Fan Fest, to be honest with you. Seeing pictures, it's literally almost half the dome outside for Fan Fest before they go inside. So they told us we had 2 options: the middle stairs or the stage. And by me being in charge, I chose the middle stairs, but that means only 1 band could perform at a time. And it's not, we're not going to have that song from this band, song from that band right after each other. But just look at it like a field show battle without a field show. 1 band at a time, get so many minutes to perform, then the next band come right after, and the next band come right after, for 6 total bands, okay? From 11 a.m. to 11:45. We have a runner show. There's things that's going on within the Fan Fest that really, really, really we have to be, strictly on time, okay? So that put us in a dilemma. And we begged these band directors, pretty much asked them to trust us and say, man, listen, you only got this amount of time. We need y'all to do it like this, this, and this. This is a big thing leading into next year's Bayou Classic 50. Bayou Classic 50 is going to be special. We can't talk about that now, but it's going to be really special. So go back to it. So each band's going to have right under 5 minutes to perform. How many songs they want to. I know it's not a lot, y'all, but we getting only 45 minutes to put 6 bands in, tattle the scores. That means the band have to come in, march in, get out for the next band. So if you do the math, it's not a lot of time. And the band directors, I really appreciate them because, they buying in and say, okay. But this the kicker. We have 4 to 5 judges. Right now, it's 1 assistant band director from each university from the Bayou Classic, Southern and Grambling. We have a good friend of mine, William Young. We got Mr. Derek. What's Derek's last name?
Derek Walker.
Derek Walker. And we have another guy who's a percussion instructor from San Diego State. So this thing is not going to be biased in the school because I talked to Mr. Taylor already, and We can't use Kenny Collins because he went to Clark, and we're not going to use Safi because he's from New Orleans. And we're going to have a director from Grambling. So we're making this as fair as possible. The adjudication sheet was done by Dr. Irvin, Con Selma, not Lawrence Rawlins. The trophies were designed by Con Selma, Dr. Irvin. The presentation will be done by Dr. Irvin and Con Selma. We're taking this out of our hands and putting it in the hands of the experts to make sure this is fair across the board. That being said, we're gonna have top 3 winners from that heat outside, right? They're gonna know right then and there. But in the third quarter, that's why we need everybody in that dome. The third quarter, around the first or second time out, the overall winner will be announced on the field with all 3 of the last finalists together. They're not gonna know until that moment. So we think we get the stakes are high, and I'm gonna let Mr. Johnson, Dr. Irvin, tell you about what Con Selma is bringing to these directors.
Man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I appreciate Lo. I appreciate you for you and John for calling us to be a part of it and giving a little bit of the educational side of what we're doing to keep music education going in the city of New Orleans, and continue to help the colleges as well. But we're giving basically a tool called Music Professor to all of the students for all the high school programs. When I tell you this, man, it is going to give online, basically hybrid online private lessons to all the students. So we're getting them ready for college. They can do it when they're at home. They can do it in the classroom. They can have their own accounts to sign on and learn how to do everything from take the instrument out the box to get ready for their college auditions, hopefully to one of the 2 schools that are performing today or another HBCU. So you're just thinking about the fact that they're getting that for free. Then all of the directors for each of those winning schools, they're going to get the opportunity to have tuition free to be able to go to Indiana this summer and participate in Con Selma Institute, the best professional development you could possibly do. So they'll be there. And then both of the colleges will be able to pick one music major from each of the colleges to get a full scholarship to go to Con Selma Institute this summer, so they can be ready to teach when they come out. So we got all that going on, and then we're giving every school, including the 2 colleges, free instrument management system through Allegro by Cut Time. So if you want to be able to make sure you have inventory control of all those instruments that they're buying from Con Selma already, they can get all this stuff for free. So everything that you could possibly need to manage your band program, everything that you possibly need to teach students how to play those instruments correctly, and the professional development for the teachers, all that stuff is coming to them this weekend for free for participating in the 49th Bayou Classic.
So
Jesus Christ.
So Dr. Irvin, so you say for the directors, they have to win that, or that's already given to them?
The director's already given to them.
Also, we go to Indiana.
No. The winner,
they get the tuition. The 3 winners of the heats. So you got one band going after another, right? 1 through 6. Number 1 and 2 are going against each other. Number 3 and 4 are going against each other. And number 5 and 6 are going to each other. So those the winners of those heats are going to go. They're going to go. They of course you got to get your way there, but the tuition is more than what it would cost to get there. So you get tuition free to go to the best professional development you could possibly have. It will count for anything that you would ever need towards your continuing education units or whatever you need to keep your certificate going. All that stuff is there for those educators. But more importantly, think about those future music educators at Southern and Grambling that one person from each school that's going to get a chance to go. So Mr. Taylor and Dr. Robo got to pick one student from their schools, a music major, that's going to go this summer.
That's awesome.
This is why New Orleans is called the Mecca. And like a lot of people don't even realize that this is like super big opportunity for all the participating bands. So Johnny, I hope y'all do really well. I want to say I hope you win because I want nobody calling my phone after this. So I just hope you do really well.
He said the heat, but I gotta go with in the heat. And
so what I mean by that is the battle round. So that's the battle round right there.
Could y'all give us a little sneak peek on who the matchups is?
So let me fix this. So something had to change, Doc. I'm sorry to do this. So it actually be the top 3 out of all 6 since they're going one by one.
Even better.
They're gonna be a score title, and the top 3 scores will be the finalists.
So what are they judging on? What are they judging on?
So Dr. Urban created the sheet. He'll tell you about it.
You want me to break it down for y'all right quick?
Yes, sir. We want it because we New Orleans bands. We want to hit it.
I don't want Wilbur Wallace to win at all. And if I gotta like pay to like not like, I am willing.
Give me $5.
I
got 5 on it.
He gonna come back with the stories about.
Oh, he's gonna be ready. You know that now. So here's the rundown. Here you go. Musicianship. So it's gonna include tone quality, intonation, balance, playing, articulation, attacks, releases, dynamic contrast, and tempo. Song selection. You know, making sure the arrangements are suitable for the ensemble. Whether your students they got the endurance to go through from the top to the end of the song. We've got multiple styles performed. So, you know, don't just come in, you know, straight power, but you can, but make sure that power got some versatility to it. Some, you know, some different things going on with it.
Winning this battle, the band.
And then the level of difficulty, you know, level of difficulty. You know, you got that showmanship is the next thing, man. You know, how disciplined
now that's different right there. The showmanship. Hey, y'all know what I say.
Yeah. You know, how are they disciplined? Are they disciplined when they enter? Are they sounding off on them chants? You know what I'm saying? Are they dancing, everybody dancing together, or is each section at least doing the same thing? The overall energy of the group, and then appearance and uniformity. And then lastly, and Low was real big on this, man, audience engagement. What's the entertainment value of what they're doing? Is the audience dancing and chanting too? And the level of applause when you announce and when you play.
Hey,
Johnny, you hear the rules, huh, Johnny? I don't want to hear no bull crap Saturday.
Hey, Burger, you see I stayed out of it, huh, Burger? Pretty much.
I don't want to hear no bull crap. These people got some standards for y'all.
We'll in practice right now, Johnny.
No, I'm gonna be with you.
Listen, if y'all know Will like we know Will, he got some shit up his sleeve. So y'all, I just pray all y'all.
Will got them children dance floor right now.
Hey, guess what? Let me tell you this. All of them got some shit up their sleeve. I already know.
Johnny,
because guess what?
You got something up your sleeve too, bro.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about pleasing you for 10 minutes. They got less than 5 minutes to please you.
Well, I know
you know what I'm saying?
Dog song about 6 minutes.
Yeah, so he got to do something. But listen, I'm over here by Ray right now. We at the John right now. Don't count Ray out.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really truly think.
Say, Lo, can you do me a favor and just tell him, do not play Motown Philly, and I swear to God, I'm gonna vote for them.
And don't play Hate Me Now.
And Motown Philly, please.
Play.
Johnny said play.
Oh man.
Yo,
Johnny got something up his sleeve too.
Dr. Irvin.
Yeah.
I guess the question I want to ask: what made Con Selma like start wanting to do this? Like, out of all the classes that they have, what made them decide to particularly? I'm not hold on. That's not. What made them decide to like choose New Orleans, choose Bayou Classic to do all this particular stuff?
That's a very good question, man. Specifically for this event, you know, Lo knows that Con Selma has been an integral part of the HBCU band experience for quite some time. They, you know, our schools have been playing Con Selma instruments for a while, but nobody really knew that, you know, worldwide, I guess you could say. So it's been very important to me the year and a half I've been with Con Selma to really tell the world, hey, we've been a part of Con Selma, and HBCUs have been partners for a while. You know, we've been a part of the HBCU Band Directors Consortium Convention for 13, 14 years. We also are educational partners with the National Battle of the Bands, sponsored by Pepsi. We also partners with the HBCU Culture Battle of the Bands that they just had in Charlotte, and the one that's coming up in Atlanta on January 15th. And those are all college-based. So when Lo came to me with something that was hitting our high school students, which is the future for our colleges, you know, I went to my powers that be, said, this is an opportunity for us to really dig in deep and keep music education thriving in communities where there are people that look like me. You know, so that's very important. You know, for us to be able to do that, because at the end of the day, we're gonna sell instruments to those students. You know, when those students go and they play in those college bands and they playing on the Kings, they playing on Box, they playing on those Con 20Ks. When they go and get their own schools, guess what instruments they're gonna buy? They're gonna buy our instruments because that's what they're used to. So we want to be a part of it, not just for that, but because we want music education to move forward. And you know, we want your kids to have fun too. So we want to be a part of the students being able to have access. That's very important to me, that they have access to the things that other schools and other districts and other cities have. And what better place to do it than a musical city like New Orleans?
Man, we appreciate this, and I hope that every band director participating Saturday take advantage of this, because this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for my city, and I don't really see my city get these type of opportunities, so I'm super excited for them.
So
Hey, Burger.
we're excited about it.
Burger, let me tell you this, Burger. Let me tell you this, man. I'm not in the high school, band director anymore. I chose not to. I chose to go down because of different things, and I tell you this all the time.
Man, you talked about this a bunch of times.
I'm getting kids that can't play, that play the middle school bands, and I'm like, you know what? Why would I, why not go down a level to teach to make sure they're ready to come in? So this is crucial conflict, right? Right?
Yeah.
We all about the conflict on here.
All right. So let me talk about this. There's some band directors that kind of pissed off that they're not in the battle. Okay? This is our first year running. This thing came in the 11th hour after everything from the Bayou Classic was budgeted and, detailed. We couldn't have everybody. We had to strategically I had to strategically find out who would be the best fit for this battle. Of course, you're going to have St. Aug up to them because their name's still ringing for years. It's going to continue to ring until the school is no longer there. Let's be real about that. And the powers that be said, make sure Landry and Carr is out there. Okay, good. I got a boss just like everybody else have bosses. Then it was like, who else? Okay, Carver. Because everybody think Carver, I say think, not in a negative way, everybody think Carver is the best sounding band. Of course, Carver. Who can go against Carver or be around Carver, and who could bring people out to Fan Fest? That's the thing. Bringing folk out to Fan Fest to make it bigger than what it was, to bring them into the dome, to find out who the winner is. The Beast from the East. Yeah. Who else?
100%.
I talked to Johnny because Johnny talks so much, not bad. I talked to him about that. Is everybody going to see what Johnny going to do? So guess what? Shit. We're going to get Johnny. And then pull 35 in. We could have pulled other schools in, but 35 name, I don't care how people think they, about them, they are coming up. They've gotten much better. And, other band directors are getting kind of ticked off about it, but we can't use everybody in the beginning. Yeah, 45 minutes.
Everybody up here complaining because I don't think I could have picked a better lineup for this event. This is literally if you've been following football season, this was the perfect 6 bands that y'all picked. I'm just being honest.
I could have picked another. I could have picked Dedrick at Livingston, but again, business wise, that's what I'm saying is, band directors don't understand the production side of stuff. They just look at what they have to do. They don't look at A through Z. They just look at their part.
Earn that spot.
Not earn, but
low.
Who gonna bring the people there?
Why you didn't pick Kennedy? Why you didn't pick Kennedy?
I thought you was gonna be biased and pick Kennedy.
Okay, why would I?
I only said that for Matt.
No, because honestly, Kennedy will. I don't think Kennedy gonna bring more people than Abe. It's business.
I agree.
It's not. No, I could have picked my partners to come in this thing, but if I'm not gonna be successful in the end, I'm not gonna look good. This is a business. It's not friendship. I tell the staff. Check this. I tell the staff.
I feel like you're explaining yourself too much for a situation that was.
Oh no. I'm explaining myself so people outside the band director world can understand what's going on. You do have to do that sometime. You do,
but it's kind of like I don't have nothing personal against y'all. So when people make it personal, I'm glad you cleared it up for them, but it's not personal. The 6 bands that y'all picked, everybody on here is in agreement, and everybody in the comments agreeing that was the best 6 bands to put on the show Saturday.
Burger, this crucial conflict, right?
Right.
Fuck them. That's how I feel. It's a business. This is business. It's not personal. It's business.
The thing is, in my
real, Matt said he gonna get you, bro.
In my defense, my mama prayed for me, kept me on her mind, took a little time and prayed for me. I'm so glad she prayed.
Johnny, I really got to go after this. Let me tell you this too, man. I had a band director drop out of the parade today? You know why? Because his placement in the parade. I know how we feel in New Orleans. Listen, hold up. I know how we feel in New Orleans about where we place, right? I know how that is. So when we seen the placement going down, I said, let me call this brother and tell him what's going on. I took it upon myself to tell him, and I asked my boss, I said, man, listen, I'm gonna tell him where he is. Let's gift him some VIP passes to Battle of the Bands, just so he could be back there to make the parade strong from beginning to end. And when I gift the guy and I told the guy, you know what the motherfucker told me? Oh man, no problem, man. Thank you. This is this. But then call the day and say he's getting out, and his reason was because of his placement. Man, motherfucker not gonna tell Bacchus no. They're not gonna tell Endymion no. This is a 2.5 mile parade. And band directors need to, and I'm getting upset right now, but band directors need to understand this is a whole production. It's not about you. And I hate to use these words right here, Burger. Check this out. And if they stop fucking with me, I really don't care. My money gonna still be the same.
Ooh,
but you are hired.
Like
you are hired help. If you want the job, the gig, you take it. If you don't, we got 10 people lined up waiting to get in the parade right now. So like when he canceled out, we called somebody up front, right up. That was next on the list. Yeah, we're gonna do it. That's not a problem.
I got a partner from Mobile coming down here with his band.
Oh, but
he most definitely told me that he want to see some New Orleans bands. He did tell me.
Man, listen, Blunt got in the parade. He asked about it, and I talked to my boss, and I called Kendrick Taylor. I said, Ken, did you graduate from Blunt? He said, yeah. I said, your band in the parade. Period.
I talked to him the other day. He was definitely excited about doing it. Because I saw his band a few years ago at the Dillard Homecoming Parade or something like that. He did. So he's excited to be.
Burger, you be boasting these bands up, though.
Listen, that's my job. That's my job. Let me do my job because I do it well.
You gonna get that dude slaughtered down here.
See, what you gotta worry about is
you talking all that stuff for him, though, Burger. Like
you too busy focused on that. Blunt, you need to be focused on them 5 bands that's trying to kick your ass at it. Don't worry about it.
No. If I don't win and then Will don't win, I'm happy.
Hey, Burger, I'm sending Blunt straight to Johnny. Burger, I'm sending Blunt straight to Johnny.
See, now look what you done, Johnny. Look what you done.
I feel bad for Blunt. After he come at me, he gonna be smoking the blunt.
I'm just
hey, Burger. On the real, I gotta go after this. On the real, listen, we got 2 organizations that's gonna help us out, bro. We got Nola Legacy that's gonna help out with the parade and the high school battle. And from what I'm understanding, I had to call my girl Robin Martin. She got Nola Legacy to come out and help, and she have NFIO to come out and help for the battle. All right. So I won't put this, bro. It's about. I always say, bro, and people don't understand. It's about connecting the dots. Get people that know. If you got a business, you get people that know just as much as you know to help run your business. Don't be scared of somebody that's gonna take your business because it's your business. They're not taking it, it's yours. They're not taking my position because I'm making this shit work. And I'm making it work with people that I trust to do their job. You feel me? That's all it's about. Dr. Irvin, man, I call this dude and say, bro, listen, I need your help. He was on it like ASAP. All that shit that they getting, the band's getting, cost well over $17,000, $18,000, bro. Now, if we pay every band $2,000, them $2,000 gone.
Yeah.
But they're getting something that they can keep their kids occupied. And if they do it right, it's going to pay off in the end. Do it right.
Pay off for them. Yeah.
Johnny, do it right.
I'm asking, what's up with the VIP ticket, man?
I'm about to say the dude that backed out. Can we get his VIP ticket?
No, we don't get VIP tickets.
We support Bayou Classic. We support y'all.
VIP tickets.
We want y'all to know we support.
Let me say one thing too. Let me say one thing. I want to shout out Dr. Irvin because
yes, sir.
Like it seemed like he made this happen as far as these PDs and all this stuff for the kids and everything. But let me tell you something. I never really met Dr. Irvin. I met him one time, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, one time.
But I remember him at Baker. Yeah. And that band was so cold on the field.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
That band was a good band. And the crazy thing is, I didn't know he was. I didn't know he graduated from Morris Brown.
What they talking about?
We talking about, hey Ray. We talking about how you gonna play. How you gonna play them 6 minute songs?
Talking about Motown Philly.
We say you gonna play your song for 6 minutes, so you gonna get. You're not gonna qualify.
Hey, fellas, I'm sorry. I'm out here at the job. Getting a drink.
Hey, tell John. Tell John I say what's up.
Look, we getting a drink with Bell.
Is it Bear?
You know, Brother Ray Johnson. Hey, fellas, this the man who been running the parade for many years with John Cardone, whose idea was to do the battle of the bands, high school battle of bands. His idea, and he put all this together.
Shout out to Mr. John, man. Shout out to you.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the band director.
Yeah. So, bro, if you got anything else for me, bro, we got a meeting to go to, bro. Oh, Mr. Dr. Irvin, I'm gonna get off, but tell him about Dollar Watson. I don't think he'll be able to make it.
No, before you leave, since the band director's upset with you, do you need a security guard for the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh no, man. Listen.
Conflict is available.
Listen, Burger. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna hold it against them. They just got to get get ready.
I'm tired of Lou with this because I had to be a security guard for him one time. And look, because look,
Loaded man.
Look.
Oh, Zulu function.
Look, you chill out because I almost went to jail that night for you.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, you and 3-4 others. Because I don't mess with nobody like that. That dude got upset with me because he couldn't get his way. And he put his hands on my arm trying to make me come talk to him. And I told him, get the F off me, man. What the fuck around? I said, man, I'm sorry. I know it's crucial conflict.
Listen to me before you leave, because I need you to run out soon as this. Is his band poo? Just answer yes or no and click off.
No, he's not even the band director. But he, I had to call him a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry to say it. Because he put his hands on me and tried to make me come talk to him. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm 50 years old. You out your bro. People don't do that. And I went off, and I didn't even know I went off. I clicked out, and I don't do that. I think I had 3 fights my whole life, bro. I don't do that. But when you put your hands on me, try to make me come with you to talk to you, I'm a grown ass man, bro. You don't do that. And then we're in a place where it could look bad on my Zulu organization. No, we're not having that.
Go ahead and join.
I had to stop Johnny, bro. For real. Johnny was like pissed.
Zulu.
Johnny was ticked.
I was going to do what I had to do.
Oh, Johnny was ticked. But you don't have to do that. Because guess what, Johnny?
But took care of him. The Lord is America work.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord told me he gonna fight them bad because I was about to sneak him. The Lord told me.
I'm glad you didn't sneak him, Johnny, because you wouldn't be able to participate in Saturday's Battle of the Bands.
I would have got.
This was in February, man. This was way in February, man. Yeah, I thank y'all, bro. I thank y'all for coming on. So I got my point across with some things.
Appreciate you, Lou. We'll see y'all Saturday. Good luck to all y'all. I hope that they go perfect. The weather hold up. I will be out there to support. So let's get it cracking.
Berg up.
Come on out there, man. We're gonna have Dollar Watson out there as hosting it, man. He's gonna host it, man. He's gonna be in town too.
Burger, you going to work Friday?
It's gonna be cool.
No, we close.
Burger, you going to work Friday?
We close.
Hey,
what about tomorrow?
I'll be there tomorrow morning.
I'll come and get my onion ring.
Come through. I'm gonna be there. You know I got you.
I'm coming to get them. Hey, bro, listen. If y'all ever in Metairie, y'all gotta go to Furious Restaurant. The best onion rings and fresh seafood. I'm serious, bro. The best.
That's why I work.
Italian seafood, everything.
I'm not eating nothing Burger Cook.
Hey, he not.
Whoa.
Burger make money.
Onion rings for the VIP.
Oh man, onion ring for the.
You got it.
Hey,
you got it.
Dr. Irvin, when are you going to be coming to the city? Or are you in the city now?
Man, I'll be in the city Friday morning.
Hey, Irv, I need that stuff from you early Friday morning too, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be there.
I come pick it up from you. All right. Thank y'all, gentlemen.
I get in at 10.
Hey,
thank y'all, fellas. I appreciate it, man. Listen, drink one for Bayou Classic. Grambler going down.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dr. Irvin, man, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I really appreciate what the things that you have for the winners. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I don't win, I really appreciate just you thinking about the city trying to making kids get better musicians. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. Like seriously.
Oh man, it's no problem. Here's the kicker, man. All 6 schools get the professional developments and stuff. The only thing that 3 winners get is the directors get to go to Indiana. Everybody's gonna get that, man. So your school's gonna get that stuff. So we want the students to be able to thrive, right? That's what's important to me.
I need Wilbur Rollins not to win.
Well, I ain't judging.
I don't want. I really, like I'm gonna get mad if I win and Wilbur Rollins. I'm still gonna be mad.
Hey man,
he
gotta on the goat, man.
You know he's gonna go out there and play something with a whole lot of runs, and he's gonna play something lyrical or something.
But ain't none of that gonna matter if it don't sound good.
I hope he
Listen, I love the fact, Mr. Irvin, I love the fact that y'all have an actual standard for this Battle of the Bands. And regardless to what people think, like a lot of times, it's a lot of opinions and people don't really, but the fact that y'all made a standard for this Battle of the Bands, it's going to be easier for y'all to actually, judge it. And it ain't going to be no bullshit. So that means y'all actually have to sound good. Focus on sounding good should be the first thing. And that's what I'm always preaching.
That's true.
It's the first thing on the sheet.
You never know what the judge is thinking, bro. You're talking about engagement of the crowd, everything, like Burger. Like it's a lot.
Listen, you want to know my guideline is true? I feel like Cole gonna win. Because based on what he said, as far as nobody's a better show band than them down here. Not like the entertainment.
They got
the entertainment factor. The entertainment factor is crazy.
They got a lot of rails out there from the home too.
And they got somebody out there who gonna go crazy when they do that.
You know what? You're right.
That's crazy. I see Rob ask the question on how they can donate.
Johnny and Will.
I don't want Will to win. Like I'm gonna just say it on here. I'm gonna pray the Lord that Will don't win. I really don't win.
Hey, Johnny, Cliff said he hope you win.
Oh yeah, look, I don't want your blessings either.
Boy, Rock, you don't say no, I'm not winning, boy.
Nah. If they play Motown Philly, I'm not even gonna be listening to nothing past
that. Boring ass song. The people not winning.
All they say. First of all, I don't think I ever heard say no play a song less than 6 minutes. So they're gonna play one song in one round, and they ain't gonna have no more music to judge.
And there is a time limit thing on it too.
So can I ask you this?
What's up?
Are we going to be strict on the time limit? Because for the high school Battle of the Bands, it was not strict. It said 8 minutes. And if somebody
post it, Robin, post it.
Still won.
Yeah, it's a thing for points for a time limit on there. It's what you're playing within the time limit. Yeah, it's on there.
Because some people go over the time limit. Like
somebody wanted to know how could they donate to this great cause. A guy, Rob.
So
I don't want to pass his question up.
Yeah, I know he's had it on there for a minute. I would say this. I would say reach out to Wilbur Rollins, man, or not Wilbur Rollins, but Lawrence Rollins. Reach out to Low, and make sure you catch up with him with Roots of Music because we're partnering with them as well. So just make sure you reach out to Low, and we can get that team. So reach out to Roots of Music. We'll get that going.
Right. Hey, if y'all didn't know, I know they mentioned it earlier. This guy, Mr. Irvin on the screen, man. If y'all didn't know, Grambling and Southern playing on cons now.
Because of him?
Got some.
No, not because of me, but they playing on them, and then we keep the new stuff going. Grambling got some of that stuff right when I came on. Southern's got some new stuff since I've been on and getting some other stuff. They both are con Selma schools. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we got one of the guys that's in the streets making it happen for us, man. So shout out to you,
Big Now, because we didn't put this on here. I hope y'all got enough room. Because it's gonna be packed. I can guarantee y'all, people are texting and calling. It's just gonna be a packed event.
Well, we want it to be packed, and to find out that winner in the dome at third quarter is gonna be something else. Never been done before, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get the VIP passes from y'all when we get out there.
Man, I'm still waiting on mine. She don't know what you're talking about.
Look. Meet us at Furious. What it is? What it's called?
I work tomorrow. After tomorrow, I'm off the rest of this week. So I don't know what to tell y'all after tomorrow.
We all gonna meet Lou at the restaurant tomorrow.
Meet me at the restaurant tomorrow. Y'all come get y'all onion rings and whatever else seafood, soft shell crab, speckled trout, flounder. Y'all pull up on it.
Man, look at you. Well, look, I tell you what. What's up, Dr. Pollard? I see you, Doc. He on there as well. I saw Aaron dropping in there too, man. These other guys that's out there, guys are doing it for the culture as well, man. And I appreciate them. We were all riding together here in Baton Rouge for a while. We all left around the same time too, but we're still trying to make it work.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you coming on, Mr. Irvin, man. We appreciate everything you're doing for the city, everything you're doing for the culture, period. And your hard work, I hope it pays off Saturday and in the future too. Not just Saturday, from here on out. So we just glad that y'all took interest in our city and making it possible for our city. So
man, you never know, man. This thing might blow up. You might have some out-of-state high school band coming to this thing in a couple of years.
Right, and
they're gonna lose.
We are the Mecca for a reason. Hey, listen, all y'all outside bands from out of town, now y'all see why they call us the Mecca? I'm just putting that out there.
But let me say they got certain bands that will come.
Say, Rob,
yeah, that's certain.
You said you wish this was going on in your era? We would have been punishing y'all. We would have been beating y'all heads, and if it happened in our era. So
could you imagine? I don't think, listen, this goes to show you how far New Orleans have came along. In y'all era, I don't think they would have been able to put 6 bands in this event. Like, think about what was going on when you were in school, Darrell. It wouldn't have been 6 bands. People don't realize how far New Orleans bands have come after Katrina and rebranding the whole city. Hey. We have more than 6 bands, actually, but you know how hard that had to be for them to probably sit there and come up with them 6 bands to do this event?
I'm just glad they did it before they called me. I ain't want to be
right. Hey, bro, but you know if they would have had 6 bands before Katrina, if John Mack and Fauché would have been in it, that mean them 2 would have lost because they would have ended up fighting. So the other 4, whoever the other 4 was, had a better opportunity.
What would happen to Reed?
Even Reed. Oh, well, Reed wouldn't have showed up because they would have been scared. Right.
Oh, okay.
Man, look at
it. But Ed wouldn't have probably won back then.
Yes, hey Marvin, I agree. It's so crazy how I've watched the culture grow as far as good bands. I'm saying those 6 bands that they got in that event, but I'm just thinking about where the city at now. Like, dude, it's kind of crazy the amount of bands that's gonna be on the street for Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nice. Yeah, but fellas, I'm about to head on up out of here, man.
Yeah, all right, Doc, we appreciate you coming on.
Hey man, just keep doing what y'all doing, man. Keep doing it out there for the culture. Make sure y'all keep putting the positive things out there about music education in our schools. And you know, if you ever need anything, man, just reach out to me. Y'all know how to catch me. You know, I'm on all the social media platforms, Doc Earth too, and just hit me up.
Yes, sir. You enjoy the rest of your night, man, and I see you Friday. I hope you have a safe trip, bro.
All right, man. See you. This is an hour away. I'll be right down the road.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. See y'all later.
All right. I don't know, Johnny. You better get in that lab.
Hey, let me tell you something. Honestly, we got to freestyle because we can't have practice tomorrow.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
Hey, we gonna be good, man. I mean, the best person wins. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
You just gotta play my song.
What's your song?
Just take these broken wings. Broken wings. Hey, listen. That pass, boom, up. Broken wings, my song from them.
No, fuck that, Johnny. When in doubt, go.
Boom.
Yes, indeed. When in doubt. Hey, you sleeping on when I feel like a band really plays something nice. That's what I play.
Boom. No, Johnny, you need to go. The number 1 stunner.
Hey. We done got that out there. Y'all know it's a possibility of a Boombox Classic Part 2. There's a possibility that Southern meets Jackson State one more again. What y'all feel? What y'all think about that, man? How y'all feel about that?
Honestly, I don't want to see it.
Why?
Just don't want to see it.
Man, every
you don't want to see it, Johnny. I missed it. My chair was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, it sounded like they was trying to write a song.
Yeah, my son right here with the phone just come in my face with it on loud.
He was saying there might be a possibility of a Boombox 2.
For the SWAC championship game. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I I hope Southern lose the football game.
Me too.
Why?
Because I want to see TSU. I want to see TSU in the SWAC championship game to get the. I want to see that rematch with Jackson State and TSU. Because I felt like Jackson State. I felt like Jackson State mollywopped TSU, and
But I don't think TSU can get in. I think it's PV.
it will be TSU, right?
I think it's PV if Southern lose. So
yeah, Southern go beat them boys by 60.
Yeah, Southern came in.
Southern go win by 60. I need TSU. I need Southern to go win by 60. Then
I just think it's just when you think of Southern and Jackson State, like I like the build up from the like coming into the year. After that, I don't want it, like this. It just happened not too long ago, so you just like I don't want to see it again.
Nah, I don't know, man. I disagree. I think I can do Boombox.
Appreciate y'all, fellas. I don't want to hear PV. See, can I ask y'all a question while we on here?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready to give y'all top 5 bands of the year? I know we still got Boombox. I mean, not Boombox. Bayou Classic. But I feel like let's keep it 100. We can give our top 5 college bands of this year, and have a comfortable.
Can we just do the SWAC?
No, I want to do top 5 overall college HBCU bands this year. 1 being the best,
That's
5
not
being
fair because I haven't heard every band.
Let's do it.
Based on the bands you heard.
Fuck it. Go ahead, Burger. Do your thing.
Nah, I'm Band Jesus. I don't go first.
But
No, you're not Band Jesus. You're Band Judas.
Band Judas, Band Jesus, Band
Nicodemus.
I'm here. I don't go first.
Well, look, instead of us going, why are we going? Look in the comments. Tell us y'all top 5 bands.
Okay, everybody in the comments, can I have y'all top 5 bands from this season? And listen, there's a couple of bands that underperformed to me that won't make my top 5 collegiate band, and I have very good reasoning behind it.
So this dude Burger, I ain't gonna lie. This dude Burger really talk like his opinion fucking matter, dog.
It do. It do.
But you know what's crazy? This dude opinion really matters to a lot of people.
Kentucky State in my top 5, and I don't care how nobody feels. I'm just letting y'all know. Kentucky State, Southern T. Hold on, put that back up there. Hold on, go back to that list. Southern University, Texas Southern, Jackson, FAMU, and A&T. I have no problem with this list, but say go on your last one, go watch the Norfolk versus A&T battle, and then you might change your list when you come back.
Exactly.
Say, if you don't name 5 bands, we ain't posting your comments straight up.
LSU in my top 5.
I want to know who do, because everybody will have a different top 5, and I want to know. I see Southern, Norfolk, Texas Southern, Kentucky State, Jackson State. That's a real diverse list. I like that list. Yeah, that was a real diverse list. I fooled with whoever that was. Theodore Thompson, I fuck with that.
Is he a new? I never saw him on here. Is he new?
I don't know, but I fuck with his top 5.
Yeah, Theodore, man. Where you from, man?
I see Jackson, Texas Southern, FAMU, Grambling.
That's Mohead.
Yeah, that's Mohead. I see Jackson, Southern, TSU, Tennessee State, or Texas Southern, Elite X. Langston, yeah, you on drugs.
You can't.
I was rolling until I saw Langston. Hey, Rodell, I fool with this list tough, but make sure y'all let me know TXSU or TSU, because Tennessee State too. So let me know. The original TSU is Tennessee State, so we got to put that X in there, y'all.
Robin, Behold is in the damn comments.
Strong, boy.
Just like the third.
Somebody
put Norfolk and NSU.
Bobby Roy lying. Bobby Roy is lying. I'm just telling y'all, he is lying about this list. He just put a list up there. Look, he's still drunk from 9 times. I'm telling y'all, Bobby.
I see Southern, Jackson, fam, Texas Southern, and Anthony. I fool with you, my brother, but Alabama State took a nosedive this year. Started off strong.
That's that man's opinion.
I understand that. Kentucky, fam, TSU, Jackson, Southern. Hey, this might be one of the best lists. Go back to that list, Robin. This actually close to what I have. This is actually very close to what I have. I switched some stuff around.
Hold up. Why is shit backwards?
Because that's how he put it. He wanted you to read 5 through 1 instead of 1 through 5.
No, not like that.
Texas A&M. There you go. Fuck out of here.
Dude.
Southern Norfolk, J Skate, Texas Southern FAMU. This is a very SWAC list besides Norfolk. I fool with it.
PV.
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 My guy, PV. JSU, SU, Kentucky, TSU, Graham.
Look, Byron, my boy.
Graham
Hold up, Byron, my boy. But if Jackson State lost to Southern, how is Jackson State better than Southern?
This is them people opinion, Johnny. Bama State, TSU, SU, fam, Jackson. SU, Jackson, TSU, Norfolk. Kentucky, listen, if Kentucky State don't make your top 5, I kind of have it hard to look at your list because based on what a lot of bands put out this year, Kentucky State sounded better than a lot
That's
of
those
these
people's opinion, though. You can't tell them what to put in their top 5.
I hear you.
Or,
I didn't even hear Kentucky State this year, though.
You're not in my top 5.
Hey, can we play a clip of Kentucky State? Because I never heard
Kentucky State in that gym battle versus Alabama State.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Hey, can we play that? Can we play a little of that? Because I never heard it.
Top 5 to me.
Huh? Can we play a little of that?
It's 8:22. We got time. I'm gonna tell y'all, Kentucky State literally is a top 5 band. Regardless, they size and all, they might not beat none of the bigger programs, whatever y'all want to say, but Kentucky State sounds freaking amazing, bro.
Walter, you said Jackson was way more consistent than Southern. Who won the Southern?
You got to play something different than triplets. Triplet.
Hold up. That's Jones.
Triple that.
How you win with triplets? You can't win with triplets. You got to win with music, dog. Come on.
Gotta win with music, dog.
Hey, say it again. I ain't hear it. Say it.
How you win with triplets? You can't win with triplets. You got to win with music, dog. Come on.
Dog, you gotta win with music, dog.
I want to see this dude.
The Alabama came out, my boy, man.
I want to see this dude Jordans again.
Who?
The dude that was up there, Jordan. Is this Jordans?
Jackson State was way more consistent band than Southern this season.
Boy, Mohead love Jackson State. I ain't gonna lie though. Let me tell you this. I ain't gonna lie. They got one song Jackson State played that's been in my head the whole weekend. I ain't lying. I don't even like Jackson State, but this one song, Lord, this song is loud as a bug.
Well, put Grambling in their top 5. I love y'all, and I love y'all own opinion. I can't talk band with y'all. Not because, you heard Grambling and thought, wow, that's a top 5 program. I just can't deal with it.
You seen the motherfucker walk off the field and was like, this is a top program. Nah, man,
you
not.
Seen these people. You heard their first song versus TSU and still said this was a top 5 band program. You're gonna hear some shit. Y'all gonna hear some shit Friday at the Battle of the Bands and say, yes, this is the band I got in my top 5.
Hey,
I just
let me say this.
They're gonna be different.
They always play something nice for the battle, though.
They're gonna be different for the battle, though. They always is.
You gotta win with music, dog.
So, all right, who gonna go first with their top 5?
Burger.
No, I refuse to go first.
I refuse. You go second then. Go ahead, Johnny.
So I'll tell y'all not my number 1.
Southern, come on.
Southern.
Number 2.
Number 2. Fuck. Jackson State, man.
Okay, number 3.
Man, take it, Southern.
Number 4.
Now this is where it gets tricky at. Because I ain't hear a lot of bands. I ain't hear Kentucky State. I haven't heard Kentucky State none of this shit. So I can't say Kentucky State. If I were to say my number 4 band right now, man, I don't know. Norfolk was pretty impressive.
Norfolk was.
I saw that.
This your list, but Norfolk was really good. I ain't gonna lie.
There was real good.
Well, you couldn't have heard Alcorn, A&M, and thought that Grambling was better. Even Bama State at the beginning of the year started off way stronger than
Alcorn. Alcorn is slaw as fuck.
So you think Alcorn slaw?
No, they're not.
They
not. They
are.
From it.
They are definitely slaw.
That's
like,
cap.
I like
that's
Alcorn.
cap.
I bet.
That's cap.
I don't.
That's cap, bro. That's cap, bro.
Hey, they slaw. I'm not putting them in none of my top nothings.
That's cap, bro. They went slow.
That's because I can have a top 5 if I heard 3 bands. It's because I can, because I am on the show and I can say what the hell I want to say. The fuck?
Say, Johnny, somebody said you slick side wanted to say TSU number 2, but you felt bad, so you gave it to Jackson.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Texas Southern was very, very impressive. Was very, very impressive. But I've just been thinking about this Jackson State.
Hey, Fabian, whoever Fabian is, we're gonna drop the link in the comments. If any of y'all want to come on and give y'all top 5 that way, y'all are welcome. So listen, bro. Robin, put the link in the comments. Anybody want to come on? Y'all welcome to come on.
If you take
the link is in the comments. The link is in the comments.
It's fucking slaw. Them people.
Alcorn was not slow this year, bro. Listen, Alcorn wasn't slow. And listen, y'all need to make sure y'all stay around because guess what, y'all? The nominations for the what is it again, y'all? For what we opening up tonight?
The nominations for the band awards.
Okay, the HBCU band awards nominations. We got it on and popping for y'all. So listen, all we could do is give y'all the water. We can't make y'all drink it. But we're gonna give y'all that nugget a little later. I just wanted to throw it on there so y'all can stay on tonight with us.
Who is your number 5, Johnny?
Hold up. See, somebody call me Uncle V. Now I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm my band members. Y'all know it's one of my band members. So when y'all get to the band, everybody hitting the stuff.
Alcorn is not trash. I would love for whoever pass and roll and whatever that long ass name to come on here and explain what made Alcorn trash.
Go listen to that Alcorn versus Jackson State game.
Fabian, put your camera on, bro. Fabian, you gotta put your camera on, bro.
Go ahead, bro. You want to get yours?
No, you go.
Nah, you got that now.
Abaji, hold up, Abaji. I'm gonna see you on Saturday morning. Since you want to play, I know somebody was gonna tell me. Thank you for calling me uncle. I'm gonna be your uncle.
Well, fuck, I'll go. I got. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay. What is he doing?
I got Southern. I got Jackson. I got Texas Southern. Give me Norfolk. And give me Fam.
Give you who, Fam?
Yeah, Southern, Jackson, Texas Southern, Norfolk, and Fam.
Hey, say, bro. But let me ask y'all this. Y'all heard Bethune?
Listen, Bethune and FAMU did not really travel this year. Like I wanted.
But I heard. But this one I want to see the Fam and Bethune because I heard that Fam took it to Bethune.
That don't surprise me. Y'all act like that's not history. Fam has traditionally, culturally been a great band. So I'm not surprised if Fam smashed anybody. Historically, they've been an amazing program.
That's why I got Fam in my top. Fam, and I don't like Fam like that. But I
don't like them either, man. Like I'm gonna tell you this, I like Fam when they play like church songs.
Yeah.
I like when they
and when I'm thinking about bands, I'm talking about on the field and everything.
The link in the comments, y'all. If y'all want to come on and give y'all top 5, hit that little link. Make sure y'all have y'all camera on and y'all sound on, and y'all can come through and rock out with us for a second.
Why not K-State? Because I didn't hear nothing that K-State played that made me say, "Damn!" Like them people, like yeah, they with the shits. that didn't happen for me with K-State. So
I don't think you were listening, my brother. That's why I do love topics like this
because I wasn't listening. I watched the whole battle with the Alabama State. I watched the whole thing, and it was good.
If you watched that whole Alabama State battle with Kentucky State and didn't walk away saying Kentucky State does everything that the big bands do.
Let's just hit two songs. Let's just hit two the
just
first
because
two songs.
They're not in my top 5 don't mean it wasn't good.
Hey,
Robin, can we play the first? Can we play the first 2 songs from the video? Give me a water, Brittany.
My top 5 is all good. They all will punish Kentucky State.
That dude Darrell.
He a cold-blooded nigga. I tell you that.
He said
it is what it is. Can Kentucky State smash Southern? Fuck no.
Nobody can smash Southern. No.
Fuck no. Texas Southern? Fuck no. Norfolk? Nah. Sam? Nah.
But would they punish him? Would Norfolk punish Kentucky State?
Well, no. Norfolk gonna out Norfolk them people. Like they not gonna be able to sit there and play with Norfolk. They ain't gonna be able to sit there and outplay FAMU.
I think y'all give Norfolk too much credit on this show because of Robin.
That's bullshit. See, we actually watch bands, Johnny. We actually watch bands.
I'm saying that on purpose. I just want to see Rob. I know Robin about to sit in the comments.
What's going on, my man? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, nigga like Boosie.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, bro, we can hear you.
So check it out, bro. I'm old school. School Southern. Graduated from Southern. So look. So man, this is what I said my top 5 is. Southern number 1. Jackson State number 2.
Right.
Texas Southern, execution problems, but they still number 3 to me. 4, I give to Norfolk. The reason why I had put PV in there over KSU, we didn't see KSU but the gym battle. Outside the gym battle, we didn't really see them. PV had cleaned up a lot when they had met.
Yeah, and we saw PV get choke slammed by TSU at Labor Day Classic.
They did.
Choke slammed by
way in the beginning of the season, though, Burger. Well, Burger, that's way in the beginning of the season, though. When they played Southern, they cleaned it up. KSU, they slaughtered Alabama State. And historically, Alabama State always start off strong, bro. They do be clean. Toward the middle, they fall off, bro.
Kentucky State put their foot up Alabama.
Hold up. Put that comment back up there. Put that comment back up there. What D Jackson said.
Who was 5?
Hey, I got a headache. He said I got a headset. Yeah, bro. Hey, this is my work.
No, he said that's the first ever made headset ever.
Hey, who was your 5? Who was your number 5?
Oh, so my 5 was Southern, J State, Texas Southern, Norfolk, and PV.
I got a question for y'all. Do you think, all right, real stuff. He said that Texas Southern had execution problems. That's what you said, right?
They did.
Right.
Fam, you never have execution problems.
They did.
Fam.
I mean, so
no. You let Southern niggas tell it. Fam, you boring, and they got execution problems.
They are.
They're boring.
Let me answer about FAMU first.
Better than PV.
Here's the thing with FAMU. The problem I have with FAMU and FAMU folks. They always think they the best when they're not. Their arrangements is lacking. Especially when they play skin. You go back and look at their skin basic as fuck. Basic. It don't have none of the elements of the song. Now, FAMU will kill you on ballads and marches all fucking day. Rap songs and R&B, they ain't all that, bro.
You got to think about their field show. You talking about the overall band. What about how they are on the field? You know, what about the rank? What about the when they like? You got
stick men, bro. Stick men, really?
Let me say this,
really? I don't like
this. When I said this on the show, Johnny, y'all laughed.
Oh no! Listen.
Historically, no band has sounded better than FAMU.
Let me say this.
I don't care what nobody say about the boring arrangements, this and that and that.
Let me say this, Burger. Let me say this, Burger.
Loudness. When I name Norfolk and Fam, they not loud bands.
See, let me say this.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I think FAMU is boring, but when it comes to becoming a musician, them dudes could play, dog. I'm not going to sit up there.
They can play, JV.
Let me just say that. They can fucking play.
But bro.
Every nigga that I know that went to Fam, when they started at Fam, got tremendously better over time. And I'm just like being real with you.
That's true, bro. You can't take that from the people. But bro, Norfolk is just as good as them people, though, bro. Real talk. Tell me when Norfolk ain't better than them.
Listen, Norfolk to me, it depends on which Norfolk you're talking about. Because the old Norfolk to me could have took down a lot of SWAC bands. It just didn't happen.
Burger, you talking about 09 Norfolk?
I'm talking about back then in the Gap Norfolk.
You talking about 2009?
And I'm talking about the Norfolk who had them Dizzies and all them. Them people would have took out some SWAC bands, but because we so stuck on SWAC, we didn't really give them the credit that they really earned. Nobody was putting out better videos than Norfolk back then. Them dudes they was the shit.
So check it out. I was at the game when they played Morris Brown, bro. When Morris Brown was a beast, Norfolk came in that bitch, bro. They a beast, bro. There is a beast live in person. They fell off some, true, but bro, their program is solid though, dog.
Bro, yeah, they still have a solid program.
Here's the thing with FAMU. Take away FAMU numbers and they suffer. Back in the day, when you played Southern, bro, when I was at Southern, bro, them cats used to have like 400 pieces. The reason why is they used to let the community college march with their bands. So that's an extra 100, 150 people, bro. Take their numbers away, bro. They struggle. They struggle to compete. They struggle. They stay in their farmer, but they struggle. That's evident in 2007, 2008,
bro. Listen, them people went through a hazing thing where their program was damn near killed to shreds. And people don't even realize for FAMU to be back in the capacity that they
always pad themselves with numbers, bro. They pad. How Southern bust their ass with 128, 160. They 425, 435, and Southern busting their ass.
When you say bust their ass, what you saying? Southern was louder.
I'm talking about
because we not about to act like if FAMU wanted to put air behind the horns. Y'all gotta understand this. That's their dynamic to not do that. If FAMU actually took 400 niggas and played one power note at any band,
but they don't, Burger.
But that's just their style. It's
called Burger. Hold up, bro. But Burger, give Southern 400. Give Southern 400. Give FAMU 400, and see who come out on top.
What I'm saying to you is,
Burger, this is what the problem is.
That is FAMU tradition. It is 400 niggas want to go march for FAMU. Do you hear that?
Well, look, Burger, check this out.
Burger.
We
don't add community colleges. We don't let Baton Rouge College march with Southern, do we?
Wait, favorite. Because I think you're looking at it by numbers. What I'm saying is,
go ahead, G. Go
ahead. Southern could do what FAMU do. What can FAMU do what Southern do?
They don't have to do what Southern do. I hate when people say that. FAMU has already set the standard for their era and their conference. That's what the MEAC does. They're gonna outplay you.
What I'm saying is, when Southern battle FAMU, when anybody battle FAMU, you gotta be able to battle them as some of what they do and some of what you do. But
the thing about music is you do whatever you do better than what they do. All this shit is a music. Listen, all this shit is a musical opinion, bro. It's opinionated. You're not gonna tell me that if FAMU wanted to put air behind the horns, they couldn't do it. That's just they didn't do that. It's about what they didn't do.
I gotta battle Fam a different way than I battle Jackson. That's what I'm saying.
Your goal should be to sound better, no matter who you battling.
I feel what you say, Burger. I feel what you say. They got their own style. The problem is they always criticize SWAC bands how we play. They think they the standard on everything. Everybody should play like that. Oh, Southern just loud. Anybody that knows Southern know that Southern just not loud. When they play Jackson State, they say, "Oh, J State just loud." No, their fan base can't really accept our concept of music, bro. They judge us when we judge their ass about being boring. They don't accept that. Their fan base, that's all they know is FAMU. That's all they know. But we know the SWAC is way more diverse than the MEAC, bro.
That's why I can't. That's why I wouldn't mess with a chick from
Tennessee State, Tennessee not in the SWAC, but they play different. Southern play different.
How the SWAC more diverse than the MEAC? And y'all Southern, and I'm gonna say this for Southern cats, y'all literally destroy bands that ain't named Southern and will take their whole program existence and rip them apart.
Not me, bro.
Give you an example. Southern played FAMU in 2011, and they played the song. What that song? Georgia played it in the summer this year. Southern played. I forgot the name of that song.
Moonlight, G. Moonlight.
No, not Moonlight. They played it. It's a kind of a
yeah. I know what you're talking about. That Rose song. The song that Todd wrote. Yeah.
You think Southern could go and play that shit against Jackson State? Yes, they can.
They could.
They only played it because they were battling They were battling FAMU. Because I'm gonna play what you play, and I'm gonna mix it up with what I play, and I'm gonna make it my thing. But can FAMU come out here and play?
You talking about Spain?
Spain, yeah. Can they play? Can they play? Fucking get it on, and play that bit like Southern played it. No, they can't. That's how you beat.
They're not gonna play like Southern.
Smile. Make me smile. It's called make me smile.
FAMU play like Southern. First of all, the instrumentation, FAMU have about 40 more whirlwinds than Southern. So the whole sound of their band is gonna sound totally different.
Brother, you're right. To my point,
you can't just go out there and blow it.
When you run across FAMU cat in the comments and stuff, they try to dog us for our style, which we gonna play and play with how Southern do. They play how they play. We accept that. We ain't trying to.
Right. So I ask you, if you go with your style and they go with their style,
they're my top 5.
How can you say that you were better than them, and how can they say they were better than you? So it's true that everything is opinion.
Because arrangement. Dude, you can't plug up. Go back last year and listen to FAMU Skin My End, and then listen to Southern Skin this year, and don't tell me that shit ain't trash that FAMU played. That shit was trash and boring, but their fan base love that shit. That's all they know. That's all they know, bro. And that shit trash as a motherfucker.
Hey, baby, we gotta get somebody else on, man. Appreciate you coming on, big dog.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
I think what I'm saying to y'all is it's kind of for you to say, for you to say before I let Ace go. It's just like to me. I've heard some shit from FAMU, dog, and I can pull up countless videos where you can't pull up another band sounding better. And I'm sorry, son, and that's historically, FAMU got some shit where you be like, God damn. Southern got videos like
where you be like,
what I'm saying is we're gonna judge it based on what we like, brother. I'm just telling you. Man. Everybody like to say I'm not biased, but we all are gonna have a bias, regardless of how you feel.
Oh, I'm biased in Southern. Fuck, I don't care what you say.
But I think you have to, like, when you saying this band sound better than what band, I think they have like different categories of that. Like, all right, because FAMU like have their own style. Southern, every band essentially have their own style. And I mean, college bands don't necessarily sound bad. You know what I'm saying? So what we comparing when we say they sound better when SU coming with, you know, a strong sound too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we listening to high school bands where they have a lot of mistakes in this music. So like, how are we judging who sounds better? And then if we talking about opinion and preference in music and song selection, because they did that to Southern all year. They don't like the songs that Southern play this game versus that game and all of this, and they giving a W to the other school just off that. You know what I'm saying? Like ignoring all of the mechanics, because music there's a standard to music, whether we, you know, we can have our opinions, but music has a standard. You know what I mean? So like, that's what I came on to ask. Like when you saying FAMU sound better than everybody in all of these years, how are you categorizing that? Like to what point, to what end? I mean, because if just playing in the pocket of sound, you know, all of these schools have different styles. So Southern playing in their style and in their pocket. So I'm not.
That's not true. Bobby,
I think we agree. We saying the same thing, Ace. I'm just coming from a different point of view. I think we are both in agreement with the same thing. Like when you going with Southern style, right?
Yeah. Put that comment.
I'm gonna call it the SWAC style. I feel like in the SWAC, all of them do it good, just at different times. Southern is the most consistent with it, if we're gonna be honest. Right. And then we going over to the MEAC. Who's the most consistent MEAC band if we're gonna keep it 100? Fam. Historically, FAM.
Hey.
Right. So they're all consistent on what they do.
But that's my point. So like, I'm not expecting FAMU to come to a performance and try to, you know, sound like Southern, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? They all have their own sound. And so like but in the battle it's different. This is war. Like, you know, you come in here with marches and we not just judging on who sounds better.
Walter.
We talking about presentation and execution in the music, right? you know, because everybody play different songs too. It's not like we get to compare song for song all the time and all of that kind of stuff too. So like, you know, when I'm critiquing bands, I critique them based on their style of music, and it's a battle. So I'm gonna go song for song. How did this song sound compared to the reply song, or the, you know, the rebuttal song or whatever, and go round for round like that? That's the way I critique the music, right? Because bands have their own style. So now I'm just executing the performance of the band, like the war itself, the battle itself, like how they going head to head with each other, because everybody sound good.
BCU is most consistent because they play the same song for the last 30 years.
But I did like Norfolk. I just want to say that too, boy. Norfolk
people play the same song.
Boy, they drum section is tight, boy. I had never really sat down and heard them before, but like I was impressed with them this year. Norfolk.
Me and Darrell got a chance to hear him at what that was we went to last year, Darrell. National Battle of Bands. And that was the first time I saw Norfolk drum section up in person. And I was like, damn, these dudes got a tight ass drum section.
Boy, they drum section cold, boy.
Like period, man. Period.
Cold.
It's the whole look. Everything, dog. Everybody
look
it's
like the discipline. Like they're a well-disciplined band, bro. Like for real. Like when I was listening to these drums, I was like, damn, they sound like one drum. Like they stick them like in rhythm with each other. Like, man, it's tight, bro. They tight. I was impressed.
We gotta stop talking about Norfolk because Robin gonna sit on here and let us go all night.
So look, yo, we got a video I want to play for two songs.
I'm gonna head out, Brad, so y'all can continue. Thank y'all for having me, bro. I just want
appreciate it, Ace, brother. We about to play this video that Robin got up here of Kentucky State. And because a lot of people were saying it, they didn't think Kentucky State had a really consistent sound, whatever small things so I just want to, you know, Robin got a video cue to Kentucky State. I just want y'all to hear a couple of songs, you know, and we'll go from there.
Okay, we can stop it right here. Because we just wanted to hear Kentucky State, right?
Kentucky State, solid.
Yeah, they solid. But are they top
Kentucky
5?
State sound good. They listen. I think that I know we like to see the big bands and the numbers impress us, but they would literally get in some of our favorite bands and expose them.
Hold up.
They smashing Southern.
Can we play
that's not what the conversation is about.
Are they smashing Jackson?
I think y'all taking the conversation and moving it. I'm telling you, Kentucky State, sound wise, had a top 5 program this year.
Man, hold up. Can we play the song that was Alabama State?
We can play some more of it, Robert. Let's continue.
I just want to hear that song because that song came in sounding pretty good.
Let's hear some more. We can play another round.
Shut up.
It's Alabama State.
This don't sound good right here. I don't know what y'all listening to. Worst rain I ever heard. It was loud.
Oh, watch this shit. Boy. Let me know when y'all hear a trumpet. Honestly, I'm done with it. You know why you can't play All of My Steps? Because FAMU has already stamped that fucking song.
It actually got bad for Alabama State in this battle. So Kentucky State, for a small group, they started getting stronger. Y'all ready for my top 5 before we leave?
Burger, why you say let us break bread together just didn't sound good?
At points in there, you could hear it. It's like, dude, historically, I hate to say this, historically, Alabama State is like one of the worst sounding SWAC bands.
No.
Let me say this.
Boy,
no. They didn't sound bad. The arrangement was it what I wanted. I didn't want the arrangement. They give me what I want.
Boy, listen, Alabama State music always sound like they got it the morning
Alabama State lost that battle, but Kentucky State is not top 5. And like I was saying, you can't.
It depends on what your criteria is for top 5.
Stamped that shit already.
Because just when I'm gonna say this to y'all, when I saw somebody, I think it was Ricky, said the top 5 for bands change. You would never hear me get on here and say the loudest band is my top 5, is in my top 5. The reason why the loudest band, Southern, nobody was louder than Southern this year. So when we say the loudest band, that doesn't necessarily make you the better band. You can be loud, but if you sound like shit, then it don't matter.
But I'm gonna take it this. Let me say this. I don't think Alabama State sound bad. I just think their arrangement's not good.
Boy, all Alabama, even Alabama, you could go to 08, a big ass band. You could go to 2011. Any good band, like some of their best bands, is definitely songs where you be like, what the fuck is Alabama?
Let me tell you why I'm saying that, Burger. So like I know the church stuff. Let us break bread together, dog. Honestly, like it's some passing calls that was missed that would have made that fucking arrangement fucking so much better.
And you know another reason that sound bouncing out. See, when you're in a gym, man, you gotta play songs. You gotta pick songs differently because that gym, it's not gonna really let you get those type of songs.
Kentucky State. That's why I wish you go watch the whole battle. Kentucky State.
I watched that battle.
I'm not saying Alabama State got Kentucky.
I watched that battle, and Kentucky State won that battle. They did.
This is my reason for giving Kentucky State that battle, because when you go down the checklist, Kentucky State check off that list, dude. Them like people would say,
"Oh, Alabama State band." Like they don't sound bad. It's just it seems like they got bad arrangements. Like because that bum, it was like boring. Got boring.
I could hear that same arrangement. I could hear Jackson State murdering that motherfucking song. Like I can hear Dog Team playing that part with him.
But y'all don't realize if the fucking 8-2 was from Kentucky State, but I'm was rocking in that fucking gym.
Not Burger, about Durrell. I can tell you another thing. Jackson State would have put a drum beat to it that would give it more life too.
Yes, sir.
That makes a difference.
See, but that's what Jackson State do well. They put their tubas in the right place at the right time, and their drum section always make the song feel right. But fuck Jackson State still. But
I just want to get my top 5 before we leave and get up out of here. So what we gonna? Y'all want me to start at 5 or work my way up?
We all started from number one.
Number 1 is going to fuck all y'all head up. Jackson State was number 1. Southern was number 2. This was kind of where I fought with it at, because Texas, do I go with the band that have the best arrangements? In Texas Southern, or go with the band that sound better. And I went with the band that sounded better. And I had FAMU number 3. Texas Southern number 4. Kentucky State number 5.
God damn.
Listen, and this not this like my list was so crazy this year because I watched the Norfolk versus A&T and I thought Norfolk fucking destroyed them people.
Right
so
there,
I fought hard with 2 MEAC bands, but I was like, did Texas Southern really deserve to get kicked out? Because I really was gonna put 2 MEAC bands in there. But Jackson State had the number 1 band this year. And regardless to how everybody gonna have a different opinion, Jackson State had the best band this year.
Hey, I hope y'all
listen. I know everybody on here going hard.
Everybody saying Alcorn sound like shit, which they do. I'm trying to tell y'all that shit.
Alcorn don't sound like shit, dude. And dynamics is something that Kentucky State does fucking phenomenal.
Hold up. Hey, Burger, can you explain your list? Like, what does that band?
My list had a lot to do with consistency and just like bands that were putting out like. Listen, it would have been easier for me to get up here and say Texas Southern was the best band because they had the best arrangements. But let's keep it a buck. Texas Southern didn't always sound good. And y'all niggas go to Southern. Y'all not about to sit up here and tell me that this was one of Southern better bands.
It was one of Southern band was better than every other band.
I don't listen. Listen, and I'm not gonna knock your list, but I'm telling you, based on what went down this year, Jackson State was the best band this year.
Miles had a great season.
Huh?
You said,
hey, bro, you know what? I'm getting tired of this shit, dog, on this show. How Burger really comes
to Miles.
Like, and then he think his opinion really matters.
Yeah, with that stupid list, man. That shit was that list was so fucking ain't nobody in the comments.
Ain't nobody in the comments. Listen, the only people in the comments that disagree with my list is Southern niggas. How much y'all want?
Look, Jackson lost
agree with you.
2 days.
All niggas agree with you. And probably Mohead.
And where you see anybody else disagreeing?
Man, Burger, you full of shit, dog.
Where you see anybody? Listen, I've been saying my list. I don't see nobody else.
This dude said came up with a
listen. Alcorn did not sound like shit this year. Y'all can sit on the internet and say what y'all want. I be thinking a lot of times y'all don't know music.
Man, this dude, Burger,
y'all will say Alcorn sounded like shit. Man,
we're not talking about Alcorn. We talking about your list. And you came up
Southern wasn't the best band this year.
The band was inconsistent. Southern was inconsistent. Oh my God, dog! This dude.
Who said Southern was inconsistent?
You said Jackson State was the most consistent band.
They were. They were.
Verga found the reason.
Bro, Jackson State was a more consistent. My list. Listen, look at the comments. Somebody say I stand with Berger.
Man, we never saw him on the show.
Listen. This is why y'all. This is why they call me Band Jesus and they call you Johnny V. Because guess what?
No. They need to call you fucking Satan because you got some hate in your heart.
How do I have hate? I literally, damn, what the fuck I gotta
really
say
hate Southern, dog?
Because I gave
you know what I think it is, dog? When B-Dell was talking, you couldn't relate.
No,
you couldn't relate about the great.
You couldn't relate.
That's crazy.
You fucking relate. And now so this is your opportunity to try to tell something now about your list. And then you got these heaters in the comments trying to agree with you.
Everybody that agree with Berger, I appreciate y'all for being on the side.
Walter Moorhead is so happy right now. He about to take this shit and run with it.
I do agree with that.
Listen, I appreciate everybody on here who support me and my truthful opinions and not forced agendas. Hey. I have no reason to come on here and put Texas Southern at the back of my list.
One of the best best sounding Florida bands is Florida Memorial.
I was the only dude that stood up on the internet and kept it real. Jackson State put their whole foot up Texas Southern ass. Hey. And y'all sat on the same internet and talked about how TSU smashed them people. Y'all gotta stop, bro.
All that. Everybody that paid towards Berger going to Bayou Classic is full of shit too now. Because Berger is coming up with these. So he's gonna say next week. That
Berger always, Berger always go against something. Go watch week to week. The last 10 weeks on this show,
He
if
said
it's
Texas
against
Southern got
Southern,
something.
Burger going against Southern every time. Yeah, Florida Memorial sounded great, boy.
You know what I notice about you Southern dudes? Y'all only agree with somebody's opinion when it's praising Southern. I got y'all. When y'all listen, y'all listen.
You know one thing, Burger. You know one thing, Burger. Like when Matt be on here, you really full of shit. You know what it is? I really think when Bedell was talking, you got in your fucking feelings because you could not relate. And when we talk about walking through that tunnel on Bayou Classic, you could not. You don't understand the feeling of that. So now,
what does that got to do with Jackson being the number one band?
Listen. What you trying to do is take since Bedell came on here, praise Southern.
That's cold
about the greatness.
Not Johnny. That's cold.
What you're trying to do is tear down the greatness. You slowly but surely, because you got all these believers since you banned Jesus. You got all these believers thinking what you say is right.
You know what, Johnny? I'm bringing water to your school last.
Don't bring shit to my school.
I am sick of this. Shit. Jackson State was number one band. Last year, when I was praising Southern as the number one band, you niggas ain't had nothing to say. And that's fucked up.
You wasn't praising Southern.
Fucked up. Go on Crucial Conflict in the episode last year. Southern was the number one band. The only time we disagree, we gonna disagree on it again this year is the tuba part. We agreed that Southern was last year. The only thing I disagreed on, and I said on this show last year, if Jackson State ever get a trumpet section, the whole SWAC is in trouble. This don't got nothing to do with the history of Southern program. Historically, Jackson State and Southern fucking great. But this year, this 22 season, Jackson State had a better showing than Southern. And y'all can sit on here and say what y'all want.
I'm going to say it like this. We have a possible Boombox Part 2. And
guess what? Get it in blood at the SWAC championship game.
You say what?
Say, bro, you full of shit, and I'm tired of you always coming.
I didn't sound tubas and baritones. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Y'all have the tuba. Y'all have the baritone. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
You're the same nigga with praise and Carver. Every nigga that give you money, you praise.
Yeah, pay me, nigga. Pay me more, nigga. Pay me more, nigga.
You selling your soul.
So you ain't gonna tell him the real. So Johnny, you ain't gonna tell him the real. Johnny, you ain't gonna tell him the real.
You selling your soul for the wrong.
You try to pay me 100. I told you Carver had 5. I told you Carver had 5. You told me 100. You try. Listen. You try to come at me talking about Berg. I got 100. You my partner. Do that for me. Guess what, y'all? Johnny tried to offer me 100. And I told y'all Carver got 5. The check clear from Carver. So guess what? I'm rocking with Carver. The check clear from Carver.
You ain't never ever heard me praise Jackson State Tubas.
Hold up. Darrell, you heard what he just said?
What?
He said the check clear for Carver.
The check. Johnny tried to show me 400.
Hold up. Let me tell y'all this too. Let me tell y'all this. For that boy Burger was at the Big 9 on Louisa Street. Because all his people from that particular area went to Carver. That's why he been praising Carver. He had on orange pants and a green shirt for the Big 9.
Johnny, what school your daddy went to again? Johnny, what school your daddy went to, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, my dad is deceased, so I don't know what school he went to.
Oh, that's cool. Don't you got a Carver jacket in your house, Johnny?
You know what's crazy, Burger? My daddy went to Jackson State.
Your daddy was a smart man.
My daddy was a damn fool to go there and do that contrast shit. He was a damn fool.
Jackson State was the best band this year, and there's no disrespect to everybody. I appreciate everybody that band that made the top list and the ones that's gonna make it next year. SU was straight ass against TSU, and SU fans still gave them a dub. Earn win. I'm listen. That's for y'all to answer.
Okay. Nobody wants to talk to that kid. Let's move on.
Okay.
So listen, y'all. The nominations are open for the 22 HBCU Band Awards. Please click and submit y'all stuff. Don't come on here in a few weeks talking about, Crucial Conflict. They let us submit our stuff. We got tonight. They are opening tonight. Y'all can get on there right now if y'all want to and fill it out.
Soon as the show over.
Y'all know, if you want Burger Band Jesus to hype your band up on here, I'm going to put my Cash App on the show in a minute. I take crack, cash, food stamps.
Oh, hold up. What he had said, he take crack.
I ain't say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. Who SU took an L from? Jackson State.
Okay. Hey, look, the nominations about to open soon as we end the show.
Nominations are open now. Get your ass there and rock out. I'm trying to get that crack from Walker.
Oh, it's open now. Yeah, it's open now.
I'm trying to get that crack rock from O'Para Walker alumni. Because their whole band was